Iowa's Dan Gable holds many titles: the top wrestler of the 20th century, one of the top coaches of the 20th century, three-time national champion, Golden Olympian, and most importantly, Iowa's top sports figure of the past 100 years. Born in Waterloo, Iowa in 1948, Gable rose to the challenge of his early life adversity. Gable went a perfect 64-0 in high school with 25 pins wrestling at the lower weights while earning himself a spot on the Iowa State roster. At ISU, Gable would amass a 117-1 record while claiming numerous accolades both on and off the mat. Iowa wrestling had taught a young Gable pride, perseverance, and determination to one's craft. In the words of Gable himself, more enduringly than any other sport, wrestling teaches self-control and pride. Some have wrestled without great skill. None have wrestled without pride.
Waterloo, Iowa. Proud to say. Ellen Hospital. And I had to go back there a few times, but mostly because I was always into mischief. Going back to get sewed up or something when I was a kid. Used to live pretty close to there as I was first growing up, and a few times got in trouble a little bit, and they delivered me, and then they healed me up a few times.
After college, Gable added a number of international titles and gold medals to his already impressive trophy cabinet. Gable would secure his spot in the USA Wrestling Hall of Fame, as well as a 1971 Man of the Year award.
The way I warmed up, I started warming up hours before my matches. That was crazy, but it's one of those things. I think a lot of it had to do with just the mental psyche that you're preparing. But because you're preparing, you're focused, you're doing little things, and you're throwing away a lot of energy. So you had to keep up your nutrition well. But I just remember afterwards, as soon as that match was over, I was like, I'm not really ready to collapse, but almost. Just energy-wise, I was just drained. And I remember walking off, they picked me up, but I was glad they picked me up because I didn't know if I was going to be able to walk off the dang match. But I was always thinking about future competitions. And so that helped me keep me straight a lot. When a lot of kids would celebrate their championship, I don't know, I just was getting ready for another one. And that made a difference in my career as far as how far I could go. And I mean even beyond athletics, as far as an athlete. I think it helped me in coaching.
As a coach, Gable would stay in his home state, leading the Iowa Hawkeye wrestling team to 9 straight national championships for a total of 15 during his tenure.
I really think that it's harder to be a coach. If you get good in something and you're only responsible for yourself, then you can do that pretty easily. But when you got thousands of kids that you're dealing with, and you got to put those people and make them champions, it's harder because it's not you, it's them. They're actually doing the work. You're honing them and you're getting inside their heads and you're doing things for them, but it's them wrestling, not you.
During the 2012 Olympics, Gable was inducted into the United World Wrestling Hall of Fame Legends of the Sport category. At the time, he was only the 3rd ever to receive the honor. The Waterloo native would forever leave his mark on the sport of wrestling and Iowa high school athletics, forever cast in bronze.